Jack Chandler, Fire Chief of the town of Holden. Incident we had today came in at 1:58 this afternoon. The dispatch center received a call from Parquet Concrete on Wachusett Street reporting that a worker was trapped in a silo. Holden fire personnel responded immediately to the scene. Deputy Cross was the first to arrive and received reports from workers giving the approximate location of the victim. He was in a silo surrounded by cement powder up to his chest, about 30 feet up from the bottom of a 50-foot silo. The Holden power ladder was raised to the top of the silo, allowing two of our firefighter paramedics to then go down into the silo, provide oxygen to the victim, stabilize the victim from getting buried any further, and stay with the victim during the rescue operation. Due to the confined space, the heat of the day, and the hazardous environment, including the fine dust from the cement and the risk of another collapse, the rescue was very slow. Total time for extrication from the first call was about 90 minutes. After he was stabilized from the concrete, we evacuated some of the concrete from the bottom of the silo, which reduced the amount of material he was stuck in and allowed us to pull him back up through the top of the silo. He was then placed in an extrication basket and lowered down to safety. Upon extrication, he was evaluated by West Boylston paramedics, who determined the extent of his injuries, and he was then transported to a landing zone on Manning Street and transported to the hospital with a Life Flight helicopter from Hartford. Due to the unknown extent of his injuries and the long extrication time, we had a helicopter come and stand by near the scene. Mutual aid was provided at the scene by Paxton and Sterling Ambulance, West Boylston Ambulance and Rescue, and town coverage was provided by Boylston Fire and Rutland Fire. Do you have any questions?
Can you just kind of explain the silo? I know you were there, just how big it is, and did he fall in? Was he already in it working? What kind of...
It's a 50-foot silo that has 3 chambers in it, and it's used for mixing cement. So it has a dry cement and it's a powder material used to make sort of the normal cement we're used to. It was essentially empty, but he was in cleaning it, and there was enough debris on the sides that fell off that it trapped him in the silo.
And then at this point, do you have name, age, any information on the victim?
All we have at this point, age is in his 40s.
And I think you said it, but as of now, his injuries are non-life-threatening.
I haven't heard. We tried to get an update from the hospital. He was flown to UMass in Worcester, and this time he's still in the emergency room.
But he was, conscious and alert when they took him?
Yes, he was.
You guys think of anything?
Yeah. What's the danger to the rescuers and to him as far as the concrete powder? Is it alkaline? Is it? I mean, there are a lot of problems with that kind of rescue.
There's breathing in the cement dust, which can clog your lungs and can be very bad. And then the other is when you're trapped in a material like that, it's kind of like quicksand. It's the pressure against your chest will make it very difficult, if not impossible, for you to breathe. So that's obviously the danger to him and also to the other workers and the rescuers.
And do you know, is this a family-owned business?
I believe it is.
As you were clearing the scene, there was another incident. Was it related to the...
One of the employees who had been there helping with the extrication came back to the scene to complain about some chest discomfort. So we had the Paxton ambulance take him just as a precaution. We also did have 2 Holden firefighters taken into the hospital, again as a precaution, and they're being evaluated at this time.
Are those like respiratory-related things, or just kind of?
It was a combination of respiratory and heat. From the, when you get all of your fire gear on in this temperature, and then also with the working in a confined space is hot. Just with the amount of pressure that's on you makes it difficult.
Yeah, and what role did the DPW or the light department play? I noticed there were a lot of DPW workers there.
Well, a lot of the DPW workers are firefighters, but we also had the light department bring down 2 of their bucket trucks to help us access the top of the silo.
And what was it the bucket truck that got him off the silo, or
we brought him down on the tower. We put him in what they call a Stokes basket. We put that across the top of the tower basket and brought him down on that.